Alright, so the other day I was fishing for some carp. I'll show you the carp that I caught. Pretty big one, definitely over 10, between 10 and 15 pounds. I was using a 6.5 medium rod, and as you can see here, it broke. This is the tip over here. So it kind of broke in that first third, and that's where it snapped, right there. So that was as I was bringing the fish. I guess I was high sticking it a little bit, and as I was bringing it in ready to net it, that's when it snapped. I made a previous video where I fixed a float rod that I had, and I used a driveway marker. It was a much thicker diameter, so I could insert a fiberglass driveway marker in there, and I was able to fix it. This one is much, much thinner. I know you can buy some blanks that you can fit on the inside of this kind of a fracture, and small ones, but I'm going to try to fix it with something completely silly, and that is a bamboo skewer. So it's not probably the smartest idea to try to use a bamboo skewer, but she said, well, it's broken anyway, so if it breaks again, no biggie. And she's absolutely right. So I found this bamboo skewer that was small enough to slide up this very, very, very small diameter shaft, and of course it will go right down in here. I'm not going to use this full length, but yeah, just to show you, it fits actually pretty good. And then what I'm going to do is epoxy that inside the rod shaft, and then use some braid or line to mend this area and epoxy that area as well. The bamboo skewer has some flexibility, and once it's epoxied in there, I don't think it's going to snap or break in there, but yeah, only one way to find out. Don't need a whole lot of this. I'm not going to mix too much, but that should do. So I'm going to insert this, and I'm just going to give it a little twist so that the glue can get all around. Make sure we get things lined up. And kind of twist it in just to get the glue everywhere. And we're just going to line up the parts here so that it can splice in nicely. Now we'll just wipe off the excess. Just going to rotate that, get the glue to cover everything. Now once this dries, it should be pretty good, but I'm going to still wrap it. So 24 hours with this epoxy to cure properly. So I'm probably going to let it go 1 or 2 days. Then I'm going to wrap it with some either nylon thread or braid or something like that. Put another layer of epoxy on top of it just to make sure it doesn't crack anymore and it stays put. So this is how I wrap my joint here, and this is how I do my guides, for example. First, I start off with a nice loose wrap that goes around, spaced out, until I get to where I want to start my wrap. Nice tight wraps using my fingers to kind of push it together. Once I've wrapped maybe about 1/2 centimeter, I'll unwrap it, cut it off, and then continue the wrap from there. And then once I've reached the end of close to where I want to go, my last 5 millimeters or 1/2 centimeter, I'll lay a separate piece of braid down in a loop, and we'll tape it down there on both ends. So one closer to where I'm ending and one where I started, and then I'll continue that wrap. Once I've finished another, say about 5 millimeters or 1/2 centimeter more, then I'm going to cut my line because I don't need that anymore, and the tag end I am going to put right through. I'm going to take off the tape, and then I'm going to put that tag end through the loop, and making sure it stays there. Then the other end, I'm going to just use that to pull that loop through and under my wrap, and that should be able to pull at least not all of it, but sometimes just some of the tag end through underneath my wraps so that it will be secure there. Then just simply trim off all the loose ends. Alrighty, so we got this all wrapped up and ready to go. Now the next thing is to do is just to mix up some epoxy and get that covered, And then after I get that covered with a paintbrush, so I just use a paintbrush to make sure we get it on nice and smooth, and then use a heat gun to really smooth it out and maybe get some bubbles out, etc. Try to not get it inside the guides there. Get it around here. So it's not going to be a perfect looking fix, but I find that it does work really well, and it's quite strong. I just hope that the skewer inside stays put. Now to test it out and try to go fishing. Got my little egg loop. I'm going to put kind of a big chunky piece of bread, so it's kind of a really big piece. It's got some mold on it. That's okay. And I'm going to have it maybe about that much. So hopefully the weight will hold it down like that. It'll stay up 4 to 6 inches off the ground, because there's a current that's going to pull it as well, so there's a bit of an angle. And I have a different setup today. I'm going to a 1/2 ounce egg sinker, a bead, 2 bobber stops just to hold it better. And yeah, so it's kind of just a, what do you call it? Not California rig, Carolina rig. So this is my broken rod, and this is the fix. It's going to be hard to see because the light's poor, but yeah, we'll have to see if this holds up against these big old river carp. Okay, perfect. Ah, the bread fell off. Nope, it's okay. Yeah, maybe we won't catch anything, but we'll see. Oh, there's a hit right there. Yeah, I think we're on something. Oh boy. We are definitely on, and not on anything small, I don't think. Wow. Oh, there we go. I see it. The golden carp. No, the common carp. Rod's holding up okay. That's the main concern, is will it break? Got the drag on reasonably tight, because I want to test it and actually see. I want to see, can it withstand my bamboo skewer fix. We'll see. It's crazy. This water's not that. There it is. Wrapped up in something over there. Oh, I think he came out. Thank goodness. Yeah, it's a decent sized one. It's not as big as the last one that broke the rod, but it's definitely not a junior fish for sure. All right, let's go down and try to land it. This is what broke it last time, because trying to bring it in nice and close. Oh yeah, this is a good size one. I think I got it. Yeah, got it. All right, we got her in there. We'll unhook it. Rod held up. Look at that. So this is the rod that I broke. It's an old one, old Canadian Tire Special from Abu Garcia. And look. Yeah, beautiful. I'm so proud of that. That actually kept that together for a fight for that kind of a fish. This is what my broken rod caught. Is this wonderful carp. You know, it's probably a good like 5-ish pound or more, 5 to 7 pound carp. And that rod handled it just fine, even got caught in a snag. Let's let her go. All right. So, thanks for coming out, man. This was awesome. Off she goes. So I came back from the scene of the crime and was able to repair this rod with a bamboo skewer and come back and catch another decent sized carp. Fantastic. Yes. Wow, what a crazy adventure. I went from breaking a rod on this monster from the river, then using a bamboo skewer from my kitchen, I was able to repair this rod. return to the same spot, and catch another decent sized carp. Who knew a kebab skewer would save the day? It just goes to show you that you never know what you'll find on this channel. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next Ladybug Adventure.